one of the questions they're going to ask us when we go to heaven after 120 is Nasata v'natata be'amuna. Did you transact honestly in business? Did you have faith in Hashem? There was a guy who said a story about himself. He was in the watch business. He was selling watches. And he comes to this big distributor to get some merchandise. He walks into the office, and as soon as he walked in, the guy that he was going to make business with had to walk out. He had to take a call. So in the meantime, as he's standing in his office, he notices on this guy's desk, there's a paper, a list with all the contacts of all the people that he reaches out to get the merchandise. So he figured, maybe this is my opportunity to get, direct. Why do I have to go through him? Obviously, he gets it for much cheaper, and he's making profit off of me. But why do I have to go through him when I could figure out where he gets it from, and I could get it much cheaper? So his Yetzer Hara gets the best of him, and he's very tempted now to go ahead and to write down whatever it says in the paper. He looks left and right, he sees the coast is clear, he takes out a paper and a pen, he quickly starts writing, and he writes down the names, but in Hebrew, so just in case this guy walks in on him, it's not obvious, and he shouldn't suspect him that he wrote what's on the paper. He cannot read what he wrote down anyways, because he doesn't know how to read Hebrew. So he writes down whatever he sees in Hebrew, and then he also writes down the number. And then after the business meeting, he walks out of the office, and he pulls out the paper, and he reads what it says on it. And he sees that it says, Ganeva, Gimel Nun Bet Hey. And he's like, what? Why did I write Ganeva? He sees, although the number was legible, but the word that he wrote in Hebrew was Ganeva. He's like, how did I come to write Ganeva? So it seems that the word he was trying to copy was the Geneva Watch Company. But when he wrote it in Hebrew, he ended up writing Ganeva. He says, what are the chances that out of all the names I could have copied, I was in such a rush, I was so nervous, I wrote the word Ganeva. Obviously this is a direct sign from God, but I'm not being honest in business. He ripped apart the paper and he threw it out. He said, Hashem, I'm doing business honestly, I'm not doing this type of stuff anymore. But it shows us that that's what honesty in business is, to have true emunah, to have full faith in Hashem, and understanding that Hashem is the one who provides for us. And we don't have to cheat or deceive people or do things in a crooked way to get our parnasah. Hashem will send it to us one way or the other. And this guy got a direct message from God. But Hashem wants us to know, and the Torah is teaching us, you have to be very honest when it comes to business and trust in Hashem that Hashem will provide. And Bezat Hashem, we're going to come to heaven after 120, and when they're going to ask us that question, did you toil? Did you have faith in me? Did you conduct yourself honestly in business? We'll be able to say absolutely. We had full faith in you, Hashem. We did it 100% honestly.